Hey guys, Evan here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Zeda 80cc powered motor bicycle. So I built this thing maybe about 2 weeks ago. We got the motor off Amazon, came pretty quickly. Tried to put it on at first, this mountain bike right here, but then the mounts were too small for the frame, so we had to figure something out, and we weren't really trying to buy a bike, so we got one for free off of Facebook. Next best thing. Tires were a little wonky, so I was able to manage to use the back one, take the mountain bike front tire and slap that on there, and rides well. I just need to get a bigger one for the rear. It's a little bit off balance, but it's good for the time being. The bike rides really well. I mean, I've probably put close to 100 miles on it so far. I top out at about 40 miles per hour, and I'm on about 210, 215 pounds. And this is a 44 tooth sprocket. Yes, I know I'm missing a bolt. Need to get that back. Stripped it. Yeah, I mean, this bike, it just needs some updating, you know. Needs a new chain. The previous owner just had this bike sitting outside for, I mean, I couldn't even tell you how long. It had no brake pads, no brakes, anything. This thing was basically a piece of crap before I got it. And it's kind of still a piece of crap. Well, I'd like to get some suspension for the front. So, you know, when I'm going 35, 40 on the road, it definitely rides nicer. The ride's really stiff right now, as I'm sure you could imagine. This was actually my first time really working on or installing any type of two-stroke motor. I've always been kind of a car guy. I've worked on a lot of Hondas, whether it's the engine work, suspension, stuff like that. So, I mean, putting this together wasn't terrible for me. Definitely my skills, I guess, helped make it like a 3-hour process. But I really believe that any beginner would be more than able to throw this kit on to their bike. I mean, it's fairly simple, especially if you watch enough YouTube videos on it. It really is pretty simple. Got the clutch over here. I have in my toolbox a double brake lever, I guess you would call it. The one that would basically, you press the one and then it controls the front and the back at the same time. I just think that's a lot less complex. If I was to put 2 levers on this side, I mean, it would just get in the way. I would grab the clutch by accident when I mean to hit the brake. It just leaves too many areas open for me to hurt myself or mess up somehow, you know. Just need to get a clamp on there, but I've been riding it this way, no issues so far. And I mean, for now, it works really well. The brakes are well, even with just the rear brakes. Definitely, I could use front brakes. They're on the way, but for the time being, I'm not doing anything crazy where I need front brakes. I mean, like I said, I'll go on the road at 35, 40, but most of the time I'm cruising through neighborhoods, stuff like that, doing 15, 20 miles per hour, which, you know, the rear brakes are fine for that. I don't really think anyone's jumping out in front of me, stuff like that in neighborhoods, but we'll see. I mean, the stock muffler sounds great. I took the thing off the end, the baffle, I guess, or whatever, but I didn't pull the inside of it out. I didn't gut it. So I guess I'm really not getting the power, but it's definitely louder, I'd say. In my personal opinion, you know, I live in New Jersey where this is something that is not legal at all, no matter what. So I would like for the bike to be quieter. So I'm probably going to throw that back on. Just so, you know, cops don't mess with me, because recently if I see a cop, you know, I kill the engine, start pedaling it to make it look like it's just any old bike, and they don't mess with me. But if I could just cruise by doing 15, you know, quietly, they might not even question me, which is kind of ideal, because, you know, I take this to ship stuff at the store. I take it to 7-Eleven to grab a drink, kind of wherever. And in the future, I would like to take it to work. My work is about 10 miles away. I've definitely done that round trip, 10 miles somewhere, 10 miles back before. It's not a non-issue, but I just want to make sure that, you know, the cops aren't going to be an issue, because the last thing I want is to be on my way to work and get in trouble on this thing and not make it to work on time. Sure, maybe a little bit closer to the summer, I definitely want to get I believe they're called the felt faker frames with the built-in gas tank. Those frames really look badass, and get some nice mag wheels with it, and I definitely want that, because that's kind of, I feel like the upper echelon bike where you get the right parts for it, you know, and the bike's gonna run, it's stable, it's perfect. This thing, it rides fine. I mean, I don't feel like sketched out or anything like that, but it's just a lot smaller, especially this back wheel. frame is definitely tinier, all that stuff. So just feel like it would ride a lot nicer with the felt bike. But hey, hopefully in the next few months I'll have a video on that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Definitely more motorized bicycle videos to come. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, whatever. And hope to hear from you guys soon. Take it easy.